Hello everyone, my name is Digvijay. I am the founder of a branding agency. With me, I have Nipun, who is the founder of a travel agency called My Travel Darzee. And today, I have a very interesting question to Nipun is that have you come back from a trip feeling fully relaxed, fully content, that you're satisfied with the trip you've taken?
Most of the times that I do come back from a holiday, sometimes I feel a little tired, feeling for another vacation. And I'm sure that a lot of people actually feel the same.
Okay, so I think that is the topic which we are going to discuss today is how the city life, how the life of a founder, a life of a professional, a life of an employee, or just people who are just going through their routines are feeling worked up. They need some time for themselves, for their inner wellness, for their own wellness, to connect to themselves, to connect to the energies which they are feeling. And I think that is totally the need of the hour, the kind of retreats which we can have in and around Pune or the places where you are working, very close to the place where you're staying or the place where you're working. Such kind of retreats, I think we are going to discuss today.
Now, I can personally correlate to this sort of an experience because being in a field of travel, we are working around the clock, and I've been in this profession for the last 10 years. And at points, I do feel a little overwhelmed and exhausted, wherein I just feel like taking a pause from this digital world and just going in for a detox. And at this point of time, just look around. India is a great place actually for such a detox experience. So in India, we've got yoga retreats from the Himalayas to the Ayurveda therapies that we have down in Kerala. Not just them, but around your places, and in every state you've got retreats which can offer you such experiences. So yes, talking about this, it's not always that you have to take an extended international vacation to detox. Well, look into India itself, and you will have a lot of options.
Perfect. So I welcome every one of you to this podcast called as the My Travel Darzee podcast, in which today's episodes we are going to talk about such retreats where you can just get away from the hectic life you are having. So Nipun, let's go with it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so Nipun, my first question will be why are so many people choosing such retreats?
There could be a lot of reasons for such retreats. One could be the workload that we are facing. Second could be the stressful life, the unhealthy lifestyle that we have. Thirdly is a digital overload. We are too much into a digital world, wherein we've lost the essence of nature. So that's also one of the reasons why we feel disconnected with ourselves sometimes. So, summing up all, there should be a space for yourself wherein you should detox, you should detach yourself from your work, from the digital world, and, recharge yourself.
So Nipun, another question is that what kind of segments, what kind of travel segments actually count as spiritual travel to you?
Divya, this is a very broad terminology when we talk about
Spiritual travel.
the wellness travel, because for someone it could be something and for someone else it could be something. So basically, if I were to just categorize a few of them, it would totally depend upon the amount of time that you'd want to give yourself on that. Obviously, the amount of investment as well, the money as well that you'd want to invest into. So in India, you've got a couple of options like the yoga retreats that we have, and then you have the Ayurveda massages and and things that comes along with it. Then you have something called as digital detox, wherein you just get completely off from the digital world. And there's another segment known as spirituality. So now this doesn't apply to everyone. Now there are a lot of people who actually feel content and energetic when they do some sort of spiritual journey.
Okay.
And even spending time in nature could be one of a beautiful way to recharge yourself.
Okay, so Nipun, I'm getting a hint of the point what you're trying to say. So is wellness travel only for people who are looking for spirituality?
No, not at all. Not at all. It's definitely for someone who would want to start discovering themselves, because wellness starts from inside. So anyone who wants to start discovering himself can get onto it, and spirituality is just one of the fragments towards your first step towards wellness.
Okay.
So, and also to add up to it, it's a misconception that most of the people think that it is only for the people who are experts or probably who has some sort of an experience. No, definitely not at all. So you've got structured programs as well, wherein even beginners are welcomed, and you're taken in step by step and guided through the whole process.
Great. So I think spirituality, according to you, is not just your body, it's also about finding yourself now.
No, that's wellness actually. But spirituality could be another thing. I mean, let's say we talk about the Char Dham Yatra that's coming up. So I would account that as a spiritual journey. Now you have the Char Dham Yatra starting up sometime later during this year, and people are already gearing up for. So there would be a set of people who would probably want a luxury sort of a travel wherein they want to do a spiritual journey without any stress, wherein they're booking their choppers and things like that. And then there's another set of people who are like, okay, I want to climb up all the way to Kedarnath because that adds up to the health and the devotion as well.
Devotion,
basically. Yeah. So to each its own. Actually, how do you define spirituality would be something, and the best part about India is that it is just not oriented to a religion. We, the spiritual journey is open to all the horizons and all the religions. So basically, it's not that a Hindu would go to a Hindu temple. I have had a lot of guests Muslim guests basically, who loved their experience traveling to Kedarnath, to Amarnath, because of what that place, the energy, the devotion that place has got to offer.
Okay, Nipun. So I am traveling for the first time for a wellness retreat. What should I be looking out for?
Well, the word should not be travel. This should be an experience.
Experience. Okay.
And the first step towards wellness would be to allow yourself to detach. That's the most difficult part for a person like me as well. So if I were to think that I need to take a break, first of all, I need to allow myself to completely acknowledge and accept that, okay, it's okay to take a break. Because the mind is filled with so many questions, so many things that just the thought of taking a break is stressful. And basically, it should not be that way. So first of all, allow yourself to acknowledge and accept that you need to take a break. That's the first step. So basically, for me, I would recommend personally that to start off with, someone can actually start off with, say, around 3 to 7 day break. Basically, look at retreats which offer structured programs. They have qualified instructors, and basically, most important, that they should emphasize on digital detox. That's like something that I strongly emphasize.
Okay, so I think you've covered most of my questions regarding how much duration should I be spending in a retreat, and if I'm getting a detox, a technological detox, which is like totally, I'm very guilty if I'm out of work, if I'm ignoring my work, if I'm ignoring the kind of schedule which I'm having, and I'm giving some time for myself, I'll be very guilty about that. So I think you've covered that point also, that you need to accept that you need that retreat. And the second part is that the technology detox, that is actually the need of the hour. So I think you emphasizing on the technological detox is actually very important. I would totally go for such a retreat where I can give some time for myself, get away from the routine which I've been following for the past 1 year or 1.5 years, being the person who's responsible for multiple things. And I think that's the best part if I'm looking for a retreat like that.
I mean, I can completely correlate to what you say, because at this point of my life, I'm giving a small space of my life wherein I'm spending time with myself, with my meditations and with my detox as well, and the result is outstanding. It's overwhelming actually.
Lovely.
And it's important. It's really important for humans like us to actually have a digital detox, because we are so much into technology, and we are surrounded by technology. Like right now, the mic, the laptop, the phone calls and everything. We are digitally surrounded by electronics. So it's the need of an hour wherein it's really important for you to just detach from all of this and be yourself for a couple of hours to begin off with.
That's so true. Okay, so I would want to know, what is the biggest misconception people have about wellness retreats and spiritual travel right now?
So the biggest misconception that I believe would be the part wherein people think it's boring to go in for a meditation and just sit in Shanti. But the point to note here is that if you can't stay Shanti with your own self, how do you expect other people to sit with you?
Okay.
So first of all, learn to sit with yourself. I would urge people to actually go to that part and And note that part, that start learning to sit with yourself in silence without the digital, because you sit down alone and you're just like looking at the phone, doing something, kuch na kuch kar rahe ho, kisi ko phone karna hai, but why just can't you be still and silent?
Correct.
And just spend that time with yourself. That's very important. These are the small instances in your everyday life जो आपको मिलते हैं, but हम वो use नहीं करते हैं. So your wellness can start with the minute that you don't have these things. So it's not necessary that आपको कोई इन्वेस्टमेंट करनी है, कोई रिजॉर्ट के अंदर जाके कुछ करना है. यू कैन ग्रेजुअली स्टार्ट बाय जस्ट बीइंग योरसेल्फ. जो आपको छोटा छोटा टाइम मिलता है दिन के अंदर, आप खुद के साथ स्पेंड करिए. That's a value advantage that you can add to your life.
I would want you to elaborate about some segments in wellness travel, which I have heard about, is that Rishikesh has got the best yoga experience to go for in the entire country right now.
Yeah, that's true, absolutely, because you have got a lot of yogic people who are there, and you've got super qualified trainers that we have in Rishikesh who offer you experiences, and these experiences, mind you, are not very expensive. I mean, they obviously come with in varieties of budget segments. I mean, if you want to spend like a good amount, you can do so, and if you just want to do in a basic reasonable structure, you can do it so as well. So Rishikesh, yes, it's a great space actually, because it's got the mountains, it's got the river Ganga there to capitalize on the experience. So Rishikesh hands down stands out to be one of the best places for a yoga experience.
Okay, now the second one is about Kerala and the Ayurveda experience in Kerala.
I would say these are a little for the lazy ones who do not want to sit and work by themselves and then want other people to give them massage and work for you. So, yes, but that's also a very beautiful sort of an experience, wherein these are traditional ways that have been curated by our ancestors and by the yogis, wherein they use a lot of herbs and the diets which are taken into consideration for the cleansing of your body on a physical level. So when we talk about Rishikesh and these are spiritual wellnesses on mental level and physical fitness, and this is more towards the inside wellness, wherein your body is cleansed and the stress and everything is de-stressed. But these are, I mean, you are assisted by other people. So these programs could last a little longer than the yoga retreats, subjectively depending on the amount of duration that you are open to put into. I mean, a standard Ayurveda retreat would range from 3 to 2 weeks.
All right. So the third segment which I would want you to ask and elaborate is Himalayan wellness retreats. Like, what goes on there? I've heard about Himalayan wellness retreats, and apart from the yoga experience and then the mountains, what exactly is a wellness retreat in the Himalayan region?
Oh, this is one of my favorites actually, because the Himalayans, to the best of my knowledge actually, the ones that I've come across, they're a combination of yoga and the Ayurveda. So, and it happens that most of these retreats are a little more on the pricier side, but are a great experiences because they combine both the vitality of yoga and the spa massages. So basically, altogether, these are like a complete package where you come in. So they take care of your data. You've got consultations with the doctor that happens there. You've got your programs that are scheduled. So right from the morning, they'll design your breakfast. They'll design your meditation programs, the yogas, the asanas, the kriyas, and everything. Then they have the massages that are curated for you. So over and above, it's like a power-packed combination that one can experience. And I think this is one of the favorites that I've encountered.
I'm sure you're getting the combination of a yoga experience from Rishikesh and the Ayurvedic experience from Kerala. So it's like the complete package you're talking about.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Nipun. I think you've elaborated enough of all the segments and what all we should expect from a wellness retreat in India. Now, I am going to go to the most interesting part, which is a rapid fire.
Cool.
So my questions are going to come to you as fast as possible. I want you to answer them. The first thing which comes in your mind. So my first question will be mountain retreats or beach wellness.
Well, actually, I enjoyed both of them, but if you were to ask me which one happens to be my favorite, I would be more of a mountain person.
Mountain person, lovely.
Yeah.
I would totally not go for a mountain retreat, but then beach wellness is something which I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the second one is a yoga retreat or an Ayurvedic detox.
I would go for a yoga retreat.
Yoga retreat.
Yeah. Lovely. Yeah. It works on your body, the flexibility, and it totally works on your mind. And until one doesn't do it, they'll not really know what yoga can do. I mean, it does wonders one.
Okay.
It takes a little bit of patience. You just need to be a little patient, but it
Yes,
does wonders.
yes.
And I've experienced it. I mean, I regret starting it too late, but it's never too late to start anything.
I'm sure. Okay, now the third one is digital detox or slow travel.
Digital detox for sure. For a person like me, yes. And I'm sure a lot of our people would correlate. A digital detox is a must.
I agree totally. We are surrounded by technology so much that we are trying to and planning to run away from
Just
it.
the idea of getting off from your phone is scaring. I mean,
Scary.
you just try keeping your phone off like for 2 hours and you think that the world is going to crash. Nothing happens.
No, if you ask me about it, you give me one chance to run away from my phone, I'll do it right away. I'll just throw it away.
I can think as well, but trust me, if I take your phone, you'll not run away. You will be around me.
Okay, now the next question will be one wellness habit travelers can take home.
Well, it's not just the travelers, it can be anyone. Just spend at least 1 hour during the day with yourself. Could be the morning, could be the night, but just spend 1 hour in silence with yourself.
Okay.
And that will open up the universe for you.
Wonderful. Very insightful of you. Now, the last question, which I'll be asking you for a rapid fire, is one place in India everyone should experience at least once.
Very honestly, the place that I've probably put in my mind, everyone has traveled, it's Goa, but try doing Goa for a different reason.
I agree totally. Goa is all about nightlife right now.
I initiated my my yoga meditations and sessions, my retreats in Goa, and I've got some beautiful facilitators and trainers who help me guide through and grow through them. And the day I started with them, I mean, my journey started I think around 5 or 6 years back, and my life has never been the same, and nor has Goa been the same for me anymore.
I think you're just trying again to convince me to come to Goa the next time
You're
going.
already there.
Trying very hard, Nipun. Okay, guys, to sum it all, I think wellness retreats, spiritual travel is totally the need of the hour. You are rushing through life, you're rushing through your routines, your schedules, and you need some time for yourself. You need to give some time to finding yourself or to just have a vacation after a vacation. And I think Nipun from My Travel Darzee is like the right person you need to get in touch with, to plan your next spiritual travel.
We'd love to help you with your first step towards the wellness or the spiritual travel. And I always believe that we get success the moment we plan an itinerary wherein our guests feel a lot better when they come back.
Okay, so I think Nipun is trying to say that we'll plan your vacation, and then if you want to get away from that vacation, we'll plan that vacation too.
Sure, we would love to do that. We'll start off with you, Digvijay, in that regards.
All right, thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.